Twitch, Facebook. We are also live on TikTok. Y'all know we coming to y'all for the after party, man. I'm just getting lit up right now so we can get this thing, going. And guys, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this episode. How to find a high value man, based on the Zodiac. And y'all know this Rhonda's thing right here. This astrology, numerology, and all that kind of stuff.
I thought you meant
loves
high
this kind
value
of
man.
But what I'm gonna do, guys, I got 5. When we come over here to TikTok for the after party, guys, I got 5 pickup lines that high value men gonna say to you when you meet them out in public. That you want to stick around for that one on TikTok. All right, guys, I'm lit up. Let's get into this thing right now. Ronnie, y'all ready? Mabricio, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go. All righty. All right, here we go. Guys, you know it's funny how in today's world, everyone says they want a high value man. But most people are looking for the wrong signs. And I don't mean red flags. I mean zodiac signs. Because every man can look like he's high value from a distance. But when you get close enough, you find out real quick who's calm, who's confident, and who's just loud and lost. Tonight, we are about to get into how to recognize a high value man by his zodiac sign. Not the player version, not the poser version, but the grounded, intelligent man who brings peace, not pressure. Y'all grab your stick, grab your drink. Let's get into this thing right now.
Pop it, smoke it, drink it down. With your voice, it got Jeff around. Feel the vibe, we're set to roll. Let's play, let's lose control. Sip a drink and smoke will swirl. Join the convo around the world. Relationships we dissect slow. Current events, we let them flow.
What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you. Y'all know, man, it's Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast. I'm the real Cigar Jeff. Y'all do me a favor, get below in the description, support the channel, get the merch, and of course, pick up a copy of my new book, Ashes Between Us, on the Amazon Kindle. Y'all know I'm not driving this topic alone tonight. I have to bring back my esteemed panel. Y'all know we're going to start with our resident toxicity expert. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Tell y'all where y'all can find him on the socials and what he's sipping on tonight.
What's up, guys? You know, every week we got to stay toxic. Mind you, every day. So, you know, I had to come out with the El Jimador. High value men out there. That's what we do. You can find me at Mabricio. You can start seeing some text. I've been giving you a little bit of free game. You can also see my beef on there. You know, I got beef too. I don't know. You got to come across the videos. You'll see for yourself. But it's only going to get more interesting. So come find me on Mabricio and the AI operators, because you know that's what we do. We use AI to better our lives, and not only my life but your life as well.
Nice. Appreciate you being on, rocking with us for another week. And y'all know who I got to come to next, my A1 from day one. Got to let her introduce herself. I know she's been working all day, but she always take time to do her sisterly duties and show up on this podcast. I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell y'all what she's sipping on tonight, where y'all can find her on the socials.
Yeah. Thanks for having me back, JB. I was off all day today, though, which was nice. What's up, Mabricio? Tonight I'm drinking. I had to keep it simple. I was going to do my hot chocolate and Baileys, but I'm going to just do my Baileys straight up on the rock. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. And on Instagram at RMBLMBT and whatever the name is up here on TikTok.
Cool, man. Appreciate you being on, always coming through for your dog. Y'all make sure y'all follow us on TikTok, man. Rhonda and Mabricio are right there live. We on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Make sure y'all share this live over here on TikTok. Because when I come, we talking about the real podcast over here, but over here, after I come to TikTok, I'm gonna give you 5 pickup lines. That's a dead giveaway to hear High Value Man, and y'all don't want to miss it. I'm coming there to do that one on TikTok. Guys, I gotta tell you, I'm still back smoking my Camacho Nicaragua. They were out of my Robusto broadleaf, so I'm smoking that. And of course, y'all know I got my Tequila Club soda, splash of grapefruit. But you know, I had to go get me some Milagro this time. I couldn't find it. That El Jimador still, I can't buy 175 of that El Jimador. So I got my Milagro right here, right? So again, always got to go to Repo. Always got to go to Repo. Nothing wrong with Blanco, but go with the Repo, man, because I'm a bourbon guy, as y'all can see in the background. Let's get into this thing right now. Guys, this one's going to be good because our hope is you'll walk away knowing how to read a man's energy before he even says a word. This is a part of our Man is the Catch series. The Man is the Catch. And that's why I appreciate Rhonda rocking with us. And I ain't even going to talk about it, but Ayesha Curry showing everybody why the man is the catch. Ayesha Curry is showing why the man is the catch. Now, with that being said, guys, y'all hit that like button if peace and consistency matter more than empty promises, because this episode is for the ones who want calm love in a loud world, right? Don't forget, guys, before I get into that, I got to keep plugging it. Make sure you take a chance to go over to Amazon Kindle, buy that Ashes Between Us book, man. Really put some effort into this thing to let y'all know what's happening in these cigar lounges out here. Mabricio, when you got the topic, what was the first thing that came to your mind before we get into these Zodiacs?
I spoke to a lot of people. They didn't think you chose this topic. They thought it was Rhonda. So, so that's one thought. The second thought that I had was, we're talking about Zodiac. We have Zodiac charts. There's suns, moons, rising. And I only know this because some people try to run game on me. So with the Zodiac signs. So I thought this was going to be interesting. Some people say if they know my birthday, where I was born, and what time I was born, they'll know everything about me. So I'm really curious to see what you have to say. And also, starting the episode, I just want to say I'm an Aquarius. So we'll see how things progress.
Damn, I'm just playing. I guess we should say what we are, huh?
Yes. Yeah. Cool. Rhonda, when you got the topic, what's the first thing that came to your mind?
I was shocked that you came up with this topic. I was like, for real? Like this is what we gonna talk about? But you know, I'm a big believer in the Zodiacs, man, and their moon rising and all that kind of stuff. Like I think it's very important, could save you from a lot of heartache, prison time and all that good stuff if you follow things like that. And on for me, I'm a Cancer, so you know, it's just we the mother of the Zodiac. So you know, we got all our little babies lined up to be able to help them throughout this life with our intuitive selves.
Yeah.
But I love my fellow water signs. I can't even lie. So I like my fellow water signs.
Okay.
So I was shocked. I was shocked that you picked it because I wouldn't think that a high value man would be interested in anything like that, because stuff like that really doesn't matter to them. Am I right, Mabricio?
She's saying, am I right?
Like we talked about, I won't say too much, but we talked about chameleon, so I have to know how to play the game with zodiac signs.
Well, it's funny Rhonda said that, and for all my TikTok family too, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. The only reason I'm doing this is because, do y'all know some things never change? And astrology has not changed. Anytime you can use something that don't change, no matter when the time changes, that's why I came up with these topics. I got hit up after the last one. Literally flat out said, you got to give us something more tangible that we can look for a high value man. Got to give me something more tangible. So that's why y'all getting this topic tonight about the Zodiacs, because at the end of the day, guys, a lot of y'all are in the horoscopes and a lot of y'all are not using it correctly. What you're using the Zodiac for is predictability, not trying to turn somebody who's not your sign into your sign. That's what I'm telling y'all this. The only reason I'm doing this is every day I got to wake up and figure out how to do what's predictable. And the sun, the moon, and the stars are predictable. Would you agree with that, Ron?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the universe, it's the
It's
planets,
the universe, right?
it's the solar system. Yeah,
It's the
you
solar
know you're
system.
gonna have a
The
full
planet.
moon. You know you're gonna have a new moon. You know you're gonna have certain things.
Absolutely.
So, and look
So
outside tonight. The moon is probably still full.
absolutely. So that's what
Mhm.
I want you guys to see. I'm doing it so you can have something tangible that you. Now, here's the deal. For some of y'all who still might be so super spiritual that you want to keep going into your secret closet and reading scriptures and praying, okay, this ain't gonna work for you. But I'm telling you right now, your high value man is going to be in the marketplace. He's going to be involved in business, some way, shape, or form. And that's why I'm giving you the top 5 pickup lines on TikTok when we come over there after the show. Because this right here is just how you gonna pick them up based on Zodiac. Okay. And where we're starting at is Aries. So Ron is a Cancer, Mabricio is an Aquarius, and of course, y'all know I'm a Leo. So again, that's
Of course, we know you're a Leo. Of
Say what,
course,
Ron?
we know. Of course, we know you're a Leo.
Don't say it like that. I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
I mean, you have to.
I'm gonna take it as a compliment. So, a high value man. Let's get started strong with Aries. A high value man that's an Aries is a protector, not a controller. He moves with purpose, not pride. He leads with action, not ego. Here's some of the things you'll hear him say if he's a high value man that's an Aries. Don't worry, I got it. I said I did it. I said I was going to do it, and I did it. You feel his leadership, but it's calm, not chaotic. Now, what I need y'all to do, man, comment leader energy. If you've ever met an Aries who protects without controlling, just comment leader energy down in the comments. Now, don't worry, I got it. I said I'd do it, and I did. Rhonda, I'm coming to you first, man. What do you think about that as far as something simple
Oh, I
like
thought
that?
I
What
thought
does
you were
it
going to
mean
say
to
we
you
had
as
to
a
have
woman
something.
if you hear a man say that?
Listen to me as a Cancer woman. Being secure and safe is very important. So, but as Cancers, we also don't like to be told what to do. It'll cut you real good. So, but somebody that can lead without being controlling is a very fine line to walk. So if they could do that, kudos to them, because that's a very fine line. Because at some point, you're gonna have to assert something. Because 9 times out of 10, when conflict arises, are you gonna be able to still be a leader or be controlling? So it sounds good on paper. It sounds good on paper.
Okay. Rhonda still don't trust it, y'all. Rhonda still don't trust it. Mabricio, jump in there. Let me know what you
Cancers have
think.
trust issues.
What you think? What you think about how the Aries lets you know he's high value?
It sounds like Rhonda has put the Aries and the Cancer in the compatibility calculator to test if they blend or not.
It is in my book, though.
But that is a sign, because I don't know too much about zodiac signs, but that is a trait that high value men carry. Is we want to take things into our own hands. I don't have any Aries on my big 3, but we do want to take things into our own hands. We want to make sure that woman that we're with, that she's comfortable and doesn't have to worry as much, kind of live a stress-free life. So I think it's a great quality.
Okay.
I just don't know how it necessarily pertains to Aries, but I trust. You did your research, so
well, see,
I value Aries.
remember, guys, remember what we're trying to do, because again, you can't turn somebody into a high value man. You have to meet them as a high value man. You can't turn them into it. And what we're talking about is what Aries is going to say and how they're going to deliver it. Right now, here's what you're not going to like about Aries. It says, "Don't worry, I got it." The reason why you're not going to think Aries is a high value man is because if somebody's saying, "Don't worry, I got it," that means you're pretty much saying, "I want to do this." The high value man is not saying, "I want to do this." The Aries is going to be more reactive. The Aries is going to be, "Okay, don't worry about it. I got that." That means that they're responding to you versus, that's why I said leadership that's calm and not chaotic, protecting but not controlling. So don't expect a whole lot of proactiveness with the high value. It's going to be a more reactive high value man versus a proactive man. So I want to make sure y'all kind of understand. If you with an Aries, don't expect him to be a Leo. Don't expect him to be something else. Y'all got to understand that the reason why I'm telling y'all these zodiacs is because this is what they're going to do. Now, it may not be what you think the high value man is, but this is what Aries does. And what I want to let y'all know is that neither one is greater than the other one. That's why we're giving y'all the hints. Because do you care about the results or do you care about the process? High value man is all about results. The Aries, the Aquarius, the Gemini, the Libra, the Sagittarius, the Scorpio, all of us going to be in the same spot if we do it right. Now, the process might be a little different. That makes sense, Mabricio?
It does. It does.
You cool with that, Rhonda?
Hey, I have to be. I'm sure it's going to be more.
Okay, let's get to number 2. Next up is Taurus, guys. The Taurus man is solid, gentle, dependable. He builds peace the way other men build excuses. He'll say things like, I'll handle it, and you can relax now. You know you can trust him because his actions always match his word, right? Now, y'all got to understand, man, if y'all ain't hit that like button yet, go ahead and hit that little heart button down there, man. If consistency and loyalty are your love language, because that means you need to find a Taurus high value man. Okay? I'll handle it, and you can relax now. Jump in there, Mabricio. Let me know what you think about that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of for a woman's perspective. I mean, I don't know many Tauruses, and honestly, I don't really talk that much about zodiac signs, but I can handle it. You can relax now. It sounds like every woman's dream. Every woman is out here, busting. They're going to work. They're trying to provide for themselves. They're trying to, project that independent image that's pushed on them. So having someone come in and say, hey, I know a lot of girls who say, hey, if a man came in right now and said, I can relax now, they would take it in a heartbeat, no matter who it is. So that is a very high value trait.
Yeah. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think.
Because I go a little bit more into it, because I can appreciate Mauricio learning too about it, because it is like the Tauruses that I do know. I do see that quality in them on many levels, but at the same time, I also get that just being a Taurus, you're gonna be stubborn. So yeah, they would tell you that they got it. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
They would take charge like that. So I could see that. Those are good qualities if they're vibrating correctly.
And I'm glad you said that, Rhonda, because one of the things y'all got to understand is I want to make sure y'all understand that this is another sign that these are responsive guys, right? So we're talking about high value in a responsive way. Okay, I'll handle it and you can relax now. What does that mean, guys? Y'all might be in the weeds and he got to pull you out, right? That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see with these comments. So when you talking about a high value man, how does he respond to the words? And now you say, I'll handle it. You can relax now. Y'all got to understand, if he a high value man, he ain't gonna sit there and say, well, what do we need to do in order to make this work? See, this is the whole point. When you tell somebody they can relax, you built different. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you can tell somebody relax, you are built differently. I want y'all to kind of understand, man, because the best part about the Zodiac is every day you know what to say to this high value man. And another reason I'm giving y'all this, because if y'all are following an astrology page or anything like that, now you can end up making sure you know how to communicate with this Aries and Taurus every day, even if you're something else.
Makes a difference.
See, the best thing about what we got going on, guys, is all you got to do now is say, okay, is my man high value based on some of these responses? Some of y'all gonna say yes, and some of y'all gonna say no. But if you find out your man is a Zodiac, you need to read their horoscope instead of reading yours. Because at the end of the day, that's the only way you're gonna fix the relationship. And he needs to be reading yours. See, I don't wake up and read Leo horoscopes. I know me. I don't need to have confirmation of what I am. Why am I gonna keep reading my horoscope? I gotta read the horoscope of the people I deal with. Rhonda, what did you give me a while back? You gave me that book of birthdays, right?
Yeah.
That book of birthday changed the game. But I ain't waking up reading my birthday. I gotta wake up and read I gotta read the birthdays of the people that I'm dealing with. So let's get into the next one. Y'all get in the comments over here on TikTok too, man. If y'all Tell us what y'all Zodiac is, so we can kind of start talking about it when we come over there for the after party. Y'all know who next, man. Gemini. Rhonda, you know any Geminis out there?
I love my Geminis out there in this world. I love them. Yes.
Rhonda said she loves her Geminis.
I'm surrounded by Geminis. Yeah, I'm surrounded by Geminis.
Okay.
In a lot of ways. Mm-hmm.
Now, high value Gemini man. He's curious, not chaotic. He listens with depth instead of talking in circles. He'll say, "Tell me your perspective, and I like the way you think." He turns conversation into connection. Now, here's the deal, guys. If communication and maturity are sexy to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, because that's exactly the energy we talk about every week. Now, let's get it now. Tell me your perspective, and I like the way you think. Now, I'm going to get on. Mabricio will know exactly where I'm going with this thing. Mabricio will know exactly where I'm going with this thing. All that is what we get taught to do in sales training when we trying to find pain points. Tell me your perspective. Hey, let me know what you're dealing with. Give me a little bit more information on that so I can understand you better. Mabricio, what do you think about that?
So I know about Geminis only because girls tell me they think I'm a Gemini all the time. They say Geminis are very flirty, but to be very flirtatious, to speed along the seduction process, it does involve a little bit of sales skills. So the whole point of having a conversation, I'm trying to really understand, like Jess said, I want to know the pain points. I want to know what you see for yourself in the future. How can I kind of bridge that gap for you? So a lot of Geminis are, I guess, in a way, almost sort of a rescuer, because they're already at the end of their process. They're just kind of trying to see where you're at, so they can kind of bring you up with them, if you're the right woman.
Now, here's the deal. I'm glad Mabricio saying that. And Rhonda, I want to get your thoughts on this. But remember, guys, they turn conversation into connection. Now, here's the deal. Unfortunately, a lot of times you got to be going through some pain in order for them to connect with you. It's hard for them to connect with you if you ain't going through some stuff. They need you to be struggling with another man. They need you to be struggling with your family. They need you to have daddy issues. They need you to be going through some stuff in order for them to be able to connect with you. Guys, y'all got to understand, if a Gemini is not rescuing you and playing off of those pain points that you're going through, guess what, guys? It's going to be hard to see their high value man qualities come out. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think about that.
Well, when you talk about the perspective of it, they should be able to see both sides, because they're twins. Like, they may not physically have an earthly twin, but their demeanor is that they should be able to see both sides, and they may not agree. But yeah, I like that word, rescuer. You do need to have some stuff going down. Preferably the more toxic, the better. For a Gemini to be able to help you out of something real deep. Like, it's just, it's just what it is. So I like the word rescuer. But you're giving me a different perspective on, like, somebody who's proactive versus reactive with these signs as you're going along. So that's an interesting way to look at it, because when you're just looking at, like, people's personalities or why they're in certain professions, because even your profession affects how your zodiac even affects what type of profession you're in. It lets people know a lot about you. That's if you pay attention to stuff like that.
It's funny, Ron, to say that, because guess what, guys? If I got your disc assessment and I got your zodiac, I got you. If I get the disc assessment on you and I get a zodiac on you, you ain't ever leaving my web. I'm telling you that right now. And I'm just talking about that from a consumer perspective, not a relationship perspective.
Okay.
I got to make sure I clarify that. But that's the thing, right? Me and Mabricio met up the other day, and I shared with him what a disc assessment looked like. I don't fight it. Man. Look, if that's what it says, you answer the questions, not me. So if I know your mama and daddy by having you on a certain day of the year, of the calendar year, lets me know how your group thinks, why would I not use that to my advantage? But a lot of women think a high value man come in one form. They don't. Their zodiac tells you the different forms that they come in. Okay, that's why I'm trying to get y'all to see some of these comments. And like I said to you, when I come over here to TikTok afterwards, and y'all go ahead and run it up over there on TikTok, man, like it, make this thing a popular live like we always do. When I'm coming over there is the top 5 pickup lines a high value man gonna use. When I come over here and tell y'all this, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, I told him he was lame and to get the hell out of my face. Right? Watch what you do. Well, you, Mabricio, I'm telling you.
That's the best.
Right? This is the whole perspective, guys. Look, we gone through, what do? We've done Aries, we've done Taurus, we've done Gemini, right? Boy, here we go. This is somebody, I got to get to Cancer now. This will go hit home.
That's the order, though. We're going in order.
I gotta get to Cancer, guys, for all my Cancers out here. Cancer men lead with empathy, not emotion. The high value man that's a Cancer uses feelings to connect, not to manipulate. Now, here's the deal. This is why y'all need to get with Mabricio. This is why y'all need to get with Mabricio, the AI operators. If you are dating a high value man that's a Cancer, he checks on you quietly by saying, you okay? You seemed off today. I'm a little bit concerned about you. Hey, just to let you know, I got you. Right? It's love that feels safe, not dramatic. Now, I'm about to throw up a little bit. But I understand, Rhonda, I understand some people are like that. Now,
no, you don't.
Guys,
no, you don't.
Like button if you've ever felt peace from someone who just understood you without you having to explain. See what I'm saying? Like, look, this is the danger of a Cancer because, once again, though, this high value man needs you to be an emotional wreck. Now, Rhonda, you the Cancer on the panel. Is that accurate, or what would your thoughts be on this with the Cancer high value man?
I mean, with Cancers, automatically gonna want to know what you're feeling like, what your day is like, what's happening in your world. So I like the word empathy. You know, it's basically though like you calling them punks without calling them punks. In my opinion, when you use that, they may not be edgy enough. A lot of women out here, being a Cancer man, even though most women, I would hope, would appreciate somebody that could connect with you on a deeper level than somebody just looking at your butt or your boobs or your hair or your eyes or your whatever. Mm-hmm. Right? What they say, what that mouth do or whatever they say, you know. So it's nice to have somebody that would see you for you. It just leads with the I don't want to say the sensitive side, but it leads with the empathetic side. But I know that may not be sexy enough for some people.
Okay.
But you'll be safe and secure.
Now, look, this is the thing, guys. We're right. If you were a Cancer high value man, now here's the deal. Don't take this the wrong way, guys. If you're with a Cancer high value man, it's going to be high value, but that high value, you're going to know there's safety tied to it. It ain't going to be a lot of white knuckling. It ain't going to be a lot of adventure. It's just high value that's safe.
Oh, no, it's going to be adventurous.
Say what, Ron?
It's going to be adventurous. Yeah.
Jump into Mabricio. Let me know what you think about the Cancer man that I just explained.
Yeah. So there's a part of me, I'll be honest, there's a part of me that is a bit of a rescuer. So I do have that in my bag. Samir.
Yes.
Samir. I know how to express emotion, how to convey myself in a way that feels very understanding and safe. Maybe I grew up with 4 sisters, so maybe that's the reason why. But I know exactly how to portray that emotion of safety, even if I'm just bullshitting the whole time. I know how to navigate that. And from my experience with that thing, there always needs to be something a little off. Like there has to be something that you can rescue someone from and make them feel understood in a situation that they feel misunderstood. That's something that I grew to learn, and I didn't know that was a high value man trait for time, but yeah, we are.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Look, and what I want to tell you guys is that's the beauty about the Zodiac, right? Neither one of these are wrong. All of these are equal, right? The one thing I appreciated about the Cancer one, though, is we talked about it last week. Exciting and toxic, or safe and boring. We can still get to the same destination.
Never boring.
Safe and boring is going to be this Cancer.
Never boring.
But let me tell y'all this. If your childhood was chaotic and all this kind of stuff, You need a Cancer high value man. You need a safety net to make you feel alive, because you always feel like something gonna go wrong. So with what this man should be able to do is give you that kind of security love that, hey, look, if we fall, it ain't gonna be that long, right? I got so many fail safes in place, right? So Mabricio can appreciate this example. All right, I want to invest in some penny stocks, but go ahead and give me some blue chips that I know gonna give me 12% every year too. And then I want to short this one. And then if it gets to this, you know, sell at this point. So what happens is that's if you're talking to a Cancer, for every risk they take, they're going to put a safety net in place. That's how you know they're a high value man. And so now the safety net rises as the income rises, as the promotion rises. They just keep doing that. You start off with a $10,000 life insurance policy. In 20 years with this Cancer, he's going to have a $5 million policy. He just kept going, and he bought his safety nets with him as he grew. I hope that makes sense to y'all, because one of the things that a lot of people don't understand, there's been a lot of abuse and a lot of things that are going on in people's upbringing, that when you look at, if you're looking for a high value man, some of y'all need a Cancer high value man instead of a continuation of some of these other ones we're going to talk about, right? Because if you need safety, don't get with somebody, some of these Zodiacs, okay? No, but y'all know who next, man. Y'all know who next.
You, Lord have mercy.
I was gonna save it till
He go about 20 minutes. He go about 20 minutes of the podcast right here.
Hey, no. But look, I took a different approach to it. Where all my Leos at, man? Leos, get in the comments, especially over here on TikTok. Leos, high value Leos don't need to dim your light to shine. They say, I want you to shine too. Let's celebrate your wins together. Confidence without ego is magnetic. Now, here's the deal, guys. Get down in the comments, drop a like if you want to, and then tag a Leo who leads with love instead of pride. See, one of the things that's happening, guys, I want you to shine too. Y'all know the power of the word too? If I say the word too, what that mean I'm doing?
You're shining.
Bringing somebody along.
Hey, man, if you roll with me, man, you rocking with me. Right, come on, Ron. Jump in there now.
Of course, I know. Look, I ain't mad, because I benefit a lot from having a Leo in my life. I benefit a lot.
Yeah.
Of that big Leo energy.
Look, guys, let me tell y'all something about a Leo. Let me tell you, look at what it said. I want you to shine too. Look, guys, let me tell y'all this. Take it out of the relationship thing. Put it in profession, put it in family, anything like that. If a Leo winning, the first thing he want to do is make sure you winning too, because we ain't gonna be able to hang around each other if you ain't winning. If you ain't working on nothing. So the problem with having a Leo as a high value man, is I keep going. When you may say, now we good with what we got. See what I'm saying? And here's the deal. If I'm at the blackjack table and I got $1,000 that was my budget, guess what I'm putting on the first hand?
10
No
grand.
I'm putting the whole 1,000.
I'm just playing. I know you are. That's what I'm saying.
I'm putting the whole 1,000. See, let me tell y'all something. If I got a bet as a Leo, I'm betting on myself. That's why when y'all get with a Leo, you have to be ready to get in the passenger seat, not the back seat. Right? And then don't be surprised if he say, dang, man, you know what you're doing, go ahead and drive. That's the whole point with the Leo man. It's a lot of risk taking. And it may not be something that you want to do. Rhonda, jump in there. Let me know what you think about the Leo.
I mean, so that means you're proactive. Leo's are proactive.
However, it means you're going to lose too, though. See, the first one we talked.
You got to take the highs. Yes, the highs and the lows.
What did Jordan Belfort say on Wolf of Wall Street? Right?
I've been a rich man and I've been a poor man. I choose rich every time.
I'm going to choose rich. See, because at the end of the day, I don't mind losing it. I've been a rich man and I've been a poor man, and I'm going to choose rich every time. Mabricio, jump in there. Let me know what you think about the Leo.
Hey, a lot of women actually can't handle a high value Leo, because some women just want a winner, but they can't stand when the man takes the losses too. And a lot of men are very focused on business. High value men are focused on business, and when they lose, they're gonna reflect back. They're gonna think and analyze. Okay, what could I have done differently? What style of approach could I have changed? What can I do differently next time to ensure a win? And a lot of times that comes off as emotionally distant.
Yep.
But when the whole time he's building up, so he can build you up with him too, because he wants to see you win as well.
Yeah.
And whatever it is that you want to do, whatever hobby, maybe you want to be a yoga instructor, or maybe you want to be a Pilates instructor, or whatever it is, whatever the case may be, Leo's focused on his mission to then help your mission.
Absolutely. And I appreciate Mabricio saying that, because Rhonda, I want to get your thoughts on this. A couple of weeks ago, we were having a podcast where it says it should be two 100s coming together, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you come into a Leo's world, they automatically thinking you another 100. So now it's this, right? And I think a lot of people struggle with that, Ron. I think, look, a lot of women are not ready for this upward ride with a lot of turbulence. Y'all know the worst turbulence is when you taking off. When you get on that plane and they take off and the plane doing this already, y'all, hell no, what kind of, but then as it gets higher and higher, things start to smooth out.
Mm-hmm.
Jump in there, Ron, and let me know
what you
does.
You're
gonna be on a plane
I mean, it does.
Since you're gonna be on a plane, here, come see me.
Yes, we will. But no, because even when I was going to Thailand, you be like, oh girl, y'all about to hit some stuff. Y'all about to hit some storms. I'm sitting there like, man, I don't want to know that. Just let me but you let me know everything that was going on. But I feel like Leos too will also have a lot of wives that don't have to necessarily work. I think they could be stay-at-home wives. That's just hey, I'm hitting too close to home. I just think though, like when you have a big personality like that, I think Leos take care of everything.
Yeah.
That's one thing. They try to take care of everything.
And Ron, I'm glad you said that. Because again, and Mabricio, when we get to Aquarius, I want you to take I really want to hear from you on that. But the reason why I'm telling y'all about what a Leo is that we don't get caught up in the turbulence, man. Like, look, we gonna keep growing regardless of what go wrong, right? I'm gonna keep chipping away at this thing until we figure out how do we unlock the code, because the harvest on the other side is worth it, right? And I didn't realize that when I was preparing for the podcast, and they said I want you to shine too, and I said, damn, that's a lot of my problems, because a lot of people coming in my world because let me just play around in your shadow. I don't want to be seen, and I'm like, nah, you gonna rock with me. Everybody got to be getting the same results, because we got to show that this thing can be duplicated. And when that kind of, and so I'll give you an example. If I'm out with my wife, right, and somebody said, "Oh my God, girl, you're so beautiful," I said, "Man, appreciate it." I said, "Appreciate it."
Of course.
Hold on, how you gonna tell her? How you gonna tell her she look good? Don't tell me I look. I know I look good too. I bought her in here.
You a Leo, of course.
I bought her in here. Come on, Ron.
No, look. I get it. Take up the whole room. That's all I'm saying.
And by the way, guys,
the whole room.
By the way, I think that one of the things I'm trying to tell y'all is, let me repeat, this is all predictable stuff. How are we losing that relationships if we stack it around what the Zodiac says? I celebrate my birthday every year, so why wouldn't I use Zodiac? The Zodiac is just as predictable as my birthday coming around. And when Rhonda started telling me what's in retrograde and all this kind of stuff, I'm like, okay, right? But guess what, man? We look, and y'all got to understand. Go back through the podcast. Me and Rhonda did a numerology podcast, and we did a Zodiac podcast. And I'm gonna link them in. Y'all gonna see it if you click on my relationships playlist. You'll see it in there, man. Me and Rhonda broke this thing down. There, we kind of streamlined it for high value, but we talked about this a long time ago. Then we run.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to Virgo. I ain't mean for Leo to take that much time. That wasn't.
Yes, you did. That's why I said 20 minutes. That's why I said 20 minutes.
All right, guys, let's get into Virgo. A Virgo high value man shows love by being dependable, not dramatic. He doesn't make promises. He makes plans. Okay, don't stress. I already handled it. I notice this might make things easier. Virgo love feels like relief, not resistance. Now, y'all got to share this, man. Y'all share this with somebody who's a Virgo in your life who shows love by doing, not by saying. I want to get in here. Then I want Mabricio to come in here. Then we're gonna come to Rhonda. Don't stress. I already handled it, and I noticed this might make things easier. Once again, guys, y'all see how you come right out of that Leo. You come right out of that Leo back to Virgo, and now we back to y'all going through some stuff. Don't stress. I already handled it. Right? I noticed this might make things easier. Rhonda, I'm coming to you second, Rhonda. I want to come to Mabricio first. Go ahead, yes. Mabricio. What do you think about the Virgo high value man?
So it sounds like, we're going through these zodiac signs, and it sounds like there's a particular lane that a woman should take for each one. Virgo sounds more of that balance. Like Leo, Gemini sounded more like, oh, the man is surprised and it's kind of apparent. Virgo sounds like, I'm kind of thinking of you too, where you're kind of having that perspective of the woman's surprised as well, in a way. Not as much as the man, but in a way, the woman's surprised too, if that makes any sense. But it sounds like very balanced. Like, let me think of my woman. It sounds like thoughtful gestures. It sounds very safe, is what I would say in terms of that.
Yeah. And you're making a good point. Guys, don't stress. I already handled it. I noticed this might make things easier. Right? Here's the deal, guys. If you got a Virgo high value man, they don't respond to you until what you're going through is being exhibited publicly. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think about it.
Well, Virgos, how they say in church, do things decent and in order, right? They gonna be like, they're gonna have stuff structured really, really well. But with you guys just talking just now, it was like, oh, now I'm thinking about the signs in the place of, are they including you or are they considering you? That's what I'm thinking of now. When y'all like, okay, considering me, you're thinking about this person, including me. I know where I'm going. I'm just choosing to bring you along. That's including somebody, but considering you're thinking about that person and what they want.
Yeah,
is how I look at that now. With looking at the signs now, where I was looking at proactive and reactive, now I'm thinking who's including someone and who's considering someone.
And I'm glad Rhonda said that, because I'm gonna let y'all know I'm on the tail end of Leo heading into Virgo. So in essence, guys, I do a lot of that. Right? I do a lot of that. Don't stress. I already handled it. One of the things y'all gonna find, know where you fit in the Zodiac, right? I'm on the tail end of Leo. I ain't smack dab in the middle like my mama PB, right?
Oh, Lord,
it's the truth, right? It's the truth. I'm tail end of Leo heading into Virgo. So here's the deal. I will say I noticed this.
And you were born in the morning. You were born in the morning. Everybody should get their birth chart done.
That's true. Y'all better get that birth chart. Now, that's another conversation for another day. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is this. Y'all need to stop thinking every high value man is going to be public. Most of these high value men are going to prove their value in private settings. Okay? It's going to be what happens when nobody's watching. And that's why I'm trying to tell you, no Zodiac is better than the other. It just depends where they're going to deliver the high value. Jump in there, Ron.
No, there are signs that's better than others. It's just what it is. It is true. But listen, if you have a woman though that needs all the big things, I don't know how long the quietness of that high value man will last. Right? Unless there's something, and in the world that we're living in now, every stuff that's on social media or that's going to go viral or like this, it just has to be seen. But to have that quiet love, that quiet relationship, that'll do something to your soul. But where we are now, people want stuff done to the surface.
Yeah. Mabricio, jump in there. Let me know if you got anything to add. It just
depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think it's all preference kind of game. You have to really know what you want, whether you're a guy or whether you're a male or a female. You have to really understand, and the Zodiac does play a part in that. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that.
Okay. Now y'all know, man, we just did Virgo. We getting to the end of this thing. Libra, y'all next. Libra, y'all are next. Libra, high value men bring peace to chaos. When a Libra is high value, his charm feels balanced, not manipulative. And why am I telling y'all this? There's some Libras y'all gonna meet that y'all think, oh, I'm compatible with Libra. But just because you're compatible with Libra don't mean you're compatible with high value Libra. Because if you ain't high value, your charm is manipulative. It's not balanced. Okay? I want y'all to kind of get this. Here's what a Libra would say. Let's find what's fair for the both of us. All right? Absolutely. We can talk this out. Now, here's the deal, guys. I'm going to tell you like this. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just telling y'all that these are the statements here he's going to make when he's high value, because he doesn't want to make it about him taking over. It's about convincing you through conversation. I'm going to convince you through conversation that I'm high value. I'm not going to convince you through, you know, jet setting and doing all this other stuff and sweeping you off your feet. No, I'm going to say this and you're going to like it and you're going to follow me. Right? Now, I need the people who are Libras out there to just comment, man, peace over pressure. If emotional balance is your non-negotiable. So this is the thing, guys. Let's find out what's fair for both of us. We can talk this out. Now, Mabricio, I'm coming back to you, bro. What do you think about when you hear this Libra stuff?
Hey, those are some of my favorite moments from my playbook. So because it's true, you have to because if you I don't know if it's a high value thing, but I know for me when I use lines like that, it's more so I want that other person to feel very inclusive, so they kind of think that they have a decision in what's going on. But really, I'm just guiding them back to where I want them to be. So if Libras are like that, then I still have respect for it. I mean, you have to have the little talks. You need to be entertaining, and you know what you're signing up for. You know, if you don't know, you're gonna have to rewatch this podcast another day because Jeff's going in depth about every zodiac sign. So pick the one that you want. If you want a Libra, just know there's always an ulterior motive.
Yeah. Rhonda, get in there. Let us know what you think.
One thing about Libras, like they're all about justice, right, and fairness. That's why they're the scales, and so they're always gonna. That's why, and they could be a little flirty too. So they're always gonna be like, of course I see you. I really don't see you because it's all about me, but here we are. Like, but I still see you, and I want you to be heard. But like you said, you're still gonna do what a Libra wants to do because that's just the essence of them, like, and how they root and how they move. And so it could be something very appealing about Libras, but they will be very, I don't want to say matter of fact, but they're definitely going to let you know, hey, this isn't fair, this isn't right, this is how things should be done in a lot of ways. And so I can only imagine what it's like in a relationship if the woman with this high value man, and this man is saying to her, like, let's talk about both sides. Let's, like, or I can see your side too. I bet that would be a little overwhelming because that's not going to come out of most men's mouths.
Okay. And let me tell y'all this, guys. Let me tell you, this was a hard one for me to do with Libra. Oh yeah, I know plenty.
You know some Libras?
I know plenty of Libras, right?
Oh, okay.
But I can tell you guys that a lot of times the high value man has been tied to an experience. And I think when I got to Libra, I was not expecting the Libra experience to be a conversation one. Do y'all notice that the rest of them have been results? We're going to work it out. Let's do this. Let's do that. This has been, let's talk it out. And I'm like, okay, there's a lot of Libras who may not be considered high value because their value is the conversation and the collaboration. That, like, when I was really looking at this thing and I was like, dude, I did not expect that, but now it makes complete sense. If you ever talk to a Libra, they want to show you why you should value them too. I don't care who you bragging about. The Libra gonna say, I can do that too. Let me tell you why you can look at me in the same way. And it's just like, oh my God, when I saw it, I'm like, yeah. So when you try to put somebody out there to tell the Libra, hey, they're doing this, we want to do this, the Libra gonna give you a conversation on why you should want it because of us, not because of something you saw on social media or something you saw on TV or something like that, which I find this is gonna probably be the hardest zodiac to feel like you're with a high value man because you don't want a conversation, you want results.
They here for they definitely here for the conversation.
They here for the conversation. And if you want a high value man, you're gonna struggle with the Libra because the Libra may be high value, but you got to go through this conversation to get to it. And I don't know if you want to take that conversation though, journey. Mabricio, I saw you shake your head. You want to jump in there real fast before we move to the next one?
Hey man, it's the competitive nature of high value men, I think. And I think that's something that's we're taking for granted for Libra men. It's you're looking at your coworker with admiration, not knowing that you have this guy at home that can do everything that guy's doing and even better. I'm very competitive guy, so for me, maybe it's a conversation, maybe it's just actions, but whenever I see something and someone admiring something else, I'm like, dude, I could do that 100 times better.
Yeah.
So I get that. I get that Libra. Maybe it's because I'm air sign with Aquarius, so I had to defend them.
And it's funny Mabricio said that. And here's what I want y'all to understand. When y'all are going through trainings, when y'all are going to seminars, when y'all are listening to somebody and it's influencing your conversation, influencing your thoughts, study what Zodiac they are, because they're giving you the training through their prism. So there's a lot of us, why is AI? Why is it old school? There's a lot of Libras who probably taught us training, because a lot of old school people, we don't want to just get to the result that chat gonna pop out or Gemini gonna pop out. Oh no, let's have a conversation, right? Let's go have drinks. Let's go have this, right? We always thought that everybody wanted relationships. Well, Mabricio, what is chat teaching us? People just want the answer.
Yeah, they just want the answer.
And this is why Libras are going to be on the outside looking in when you're looking for what you think is a high value man. They may be high value, but you ain't trying to have these conversations, guys. The Libra want to sit down and have conversation before we get to the destination. And if you were a high value man, here's the sad part about wanting a high value man. Most women don't want to go through the process. They just want the result. Rhonda, jump in there. Let me know what you think before we move to the next one. Okay.
Oh no, you said it all with the Libras. You know, I know both male and female, so it's like they're both very interesting.
Man, y'all know we got to go to next. All right, it's time to go. You think Cancer crazy? It's time to go to Scorpio.
What? Cancer ain't crazy?
Huh? Say what, Ron?
Show you crazy. We can show you crazy.
It's time to go to Scorpio. It's time to go to Scorpio. Inspect the gadget. Always thinking there's something behind the scenes that they have to that they got to go uncover. When a Scorpio man is healed. All right, guys, hear me out now. When a Scorpio man is healed, his loyalty is unshakable. He's deep, he's protective, and emotionally stable. Now, guys, remember this high value man. So most Scorpios you're gonna meet, they not healed. Just know this. Just know this, right? Here's what they say. You'll never have to question where I stand. You'll never have to question where I stand. You know they're loyal, but you know they're loyal, but you always feel like they're a private investigator around you. Okay, this is what Scorpio. Remember, I was in your hedge bushes because I was protecting you.
That's a damn stalker. But
I sat in the parking lot. I sat in the parking lot while you and your girls had brunch because I wanted to make sure nothing happened to you.
Man, Lord, I can't.
Come on, Ron. Come on now. I'm giving y'all what it's telling me.
It's all right. We ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere.
I didn't write it. But what happens is this. I need to be up under you. The Scorpio high value man.
That's an unhealed one, though, right?
I'm sorry, Ron.
That was an unhealed.
This is the healed one, right? When a Scorpio man is healed, his loyalty is unshakable. What you're going to find is smothering, a feeling of smothering. Now, you're going to get the high value man experience.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like a tick on a dog. Everywhere you look, he right there. Rhonda, jump in there. Let me know what you think about this Scorpio. Because here's the deal, guys. Hit like and comment. Hit comment loyalty. All right, hit comment. Get down in the comments. Hit loyalty. If loyalty means more than you than luxury, because the Scorpio is going to show you that they loyal. They're gonna be everywhere you look up. They there. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think.
Man, I think Scorpios can get a bad rep sometimes. I got to stick up for my fellow water signs and stuff, man. Like, just they can be intense. That's the word I'm gonna use. Intense. And but again, Cancers can be intense too. But for them, it's just a whole nother level of that. But what you described, that did not sound like a healed squirrel. That did not sound.
But
Like,
but see, Ron, look.
why you outside while I'm at brunch with the girls?
Bro, you look, the Scorpio want everybody in your world to know that he always present. That's what a high value Scorpio is going to do.
Exactly. That's too much.
See right there, fellas? Y'all see that, fellas? If you're a Scorpio, she don't want that.
That's too much. Ain't nobody said that. There. Ain't nobody said that.
Why he can't be at brunch around the way? I followed you because I want to make sure you got home today.
Not while I'm there. He should be at brunch. He should be. No, that's.
Come on, Ron.
I think you need to ask whoever wrote that another way.
No, I'm just. Hey guys, hey, you can't knock the result. You can't knock the. Hey, I didn't make it up.
That ain't healthy. Or I've watched too many Lifetime movies. Maybe I watched too many Lifetime movies. Like that ain't it.
Yeah. Mabricio, jump in there. Let me know what you think about the Scorpio.
I'm starting to think that Joe Goldberg from You is a Scorpio. He follows this woman. Any guy tries to interfere with this girl, he knocks him out the scene, traps him in a cage. That's my lady. I'm trying to protect her.
Yeah.
I know a lot of women that love that. They want their men to be all about them because what gives them more than a
serious?
Rhonda, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. This is the guy who's always going to try. And let me tell you this, there's a lot of fake high value guys out there because they're trying to prove to the woman nobody loves them like they love them. Right? And now they want to fight. They want to fight other guys. They want to compare other guys. And the more they know another guy wants you, the more they cling to you. Yeah. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think. Then Mabricio, I'm coming back to you.
I can't jump in there because that don't even. I'm trying to make it make sense in my head how that is remotely okay. And I don't get it. I just that sounds like something an unhealed Scorpio would do, not a healed Scorpio. Because why you got to be macho man everywhere? Why you got to be so?
Rhonda, look, Rhonda, you missed what I said. He's deep, protective, and emotionally stable.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the unhealed Scorpio? No,
why would you be outside if I'm at brunch with my girls? I don't get that.
because somebody might be hiding in the bushes trying to jump you guys, and he might have a gun, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm there for you.
No, like
to protect you.
No,
you shouldn't be going to brunch with your girls, is what the thing is saying. You should be
That's
going.
What
with
it
him.
is. He wants you to stay at home, chained up with a shackle on your ankle.
Look, man,
to reach the door.
Look, I'm telling you. If you look outside your window right now, you see the park lights on. That's him.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
See, we're letting you be
free. That is creepy as all get out.
You want to make sure you're good too. You can go be free, have your experience. We want to make sure you're good. I don't want you to be kidnapped.
No.
Rhonda, but look, I'm glad Mabricio said that because here's what we got to understand, guys. Here's what we got to understand. The high value man based on Zodiac, where you want it to be experience based, the Scorpio man is gonna give you that deep protective love that you feel like I always got somebody protecting me. Now that might not be for you. So if you don't want that type of love, if you find out they're Scorpio, get away.
Yeah.
Get away. Like one of my favorite cartoons growing up was Tiny Toon.
Really, Mabricio, he's from yeah.
Yeah. Hey Rhonda, Gwen just came into the chat on our TikTok. Hey Gwen, that's my aunt, y'all. Now,
hey,
so
man.
But look, let me tell y'all something. This ain't abusive. Y'all got to understand the high value man, everything's going to be done at a high level. Look, just because you've dealt with somebody who might not be healed, the high value man got all this under control. Now, it may feel like stalking in the beginning, but eventually it's going to make you feel like, damn, okay. Y'all got to understand, he might hire a private investigator. He might have private security and you don't even know about it for you. He protecting his prize, right? Like that's what I'm trying to tell y'all when y'all get with these Scorpios.
I thought you were going to say property. I thought you were going to say property.
No.
I thought you were going to say property.
You guys is don't confuse this with stalking and abuse. It's not. When it's a high value man, this high value man he's put a halo around you, trying to make sure nothing happens to you. trying to make sure nothing happens to you. Now, we getting to the end of this thing almost, guys. We in Sagittarius. The Sagittarius man keeps life exciting, but never chaotic. He's adventurous, but he takes you with him. Here's the deal, guys. Here's what he'll say. Let's go see the world together. Okay? So if y'all want that type of feeling, Sagittarius can give it to you. When he's grounded, he turns exploration into partnership. Now, if you love growth, freedom, and loyalty, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you ain't hit it yet. But let's get back to this. Let's go see the world together. Mabricio, see, that's that utopia stuff we talked about last week. Jump in there.
So that sounds just like him.
That does sound just like me.
Yeah,
because it's a partnership, and so it sounds like Sagittarius high value men kind of see things as it's you and I for life. Let's go experience all these places. If I'm saying it from a toxic standpoint, if I show you the world, you're never leaving, because no other man can do what I just did for you. So, but I think it's more so, if I'm not wrong, because I don't know much about Sagittarius men, it's more so grow together. Hey, let's make these memories for us, then our family. Maybe we can share that with our kids. That's kind of the viewpoints that I'm kind of getting from what Jeff said.
Okay, Rhonda, jump in there. Let me know what you think about Sagittarius.
Man, I really try not to think about Sags if I can help it. Since we got to, I mean, I see what you're saying, because they really don't play. Like, they very matter of fact, could be very blunt. That's why they're that half horse, and then the archery, man, like their words can be very piercing. Sometimes, like, just very straightforward. And if you're not built for that, I can see how that could be an issue. But if the high value one is saying let's see the world together, then that's different. That means maybe they hadn't been as hurt throughout their lives.
Well, but I want y'all to understand this, right?
But they could be very sharp with their words.
When he's grounded, he turns exploration into partnership. Y'all don't miss what I'm doing with this thing now. Because the opposite is he's not grounded. And now, but that's my point. This is what we're talking about.
There's so many opposites out there. There's so many opposites out here.
Rhonda, we're talking about the high value man. When he's grounded, he turns exploration into partnership. If he's not grounded, guys, you're carrying him. He's not a high value man at that point. If he's grounded, he turns exploration into partnership. If he ain't, guys, if a Sagittarius if a high value man lose his company, lose his job, he ain't gonna recover. Because everything with a Sagittarius is having a proper ground. What happens if your battery don't have a proper ground? That car ain't going nowhere. Car ain't gonna start, right? Lights flickering, everything. Right?
That's the trigger. That's the trigger for me.
Now you over
That's
it
the trigger for me.
You over it now. But that's Sagittarius. Now, I want to get into Capricorn real fast because y'all know who I saved for last. That's why I did this. Y'all stick around because y'all know who we got last. All right, let's get to Capricorn. A high value Capricorn builds legacy, not situationships. He's disciplined, driven, and loyal to what lasts. Let's build something that lasts is what he says. You'll never wonder where he stands. He's too busy building. Right now, y'all are Capricorn, go ahead and type build with purpose in the comment section if you're done with short-term energy. Now, again, building legacy. Once again, guys, you are giving up your current enjoyment if you are with a Capricorn. Everything is down the road, and you got to trust that in 20, 30, 40 years, everything you're missing out on going to be multiplied when you get down here. Mabricio, jump in and let me know what you think about that Capricorn.
It's sacrificial energy. I'm going to sacrifice my enjoyment of things now so other people can enjoy the fruits of my labor. That's very noble to me. Maybe it's my Capricorn moon. Maybe Rhonda can tell me a little bit about that later on. But I do believe that's something that's important, building the legacy. Even if some people kind of have the wrong perception about it. Some people think, oh, you should just prioritize yourself, not realizing, and they say, oh, just be happy. Don't worry about legacy. Just be happy. But some people, that's just kind of ingrained in their DNA, and that's what it sounds like a high value Capricorn guy goes through.
Okay, Rhonda, jump in there. What do you think about the Capricorn?
Yeah, no, that sounds right. Capricorn has to have a legacy, man. They're gonna be about their business, and they're gonna be about their family, and then they're gonna be about business.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Capricorns that I've interacted with. Like that's typically how it is. Like they keep the main thing. We ain't got time to be hemming and hawing. If you ever read Who Moved My Cheese, like you won't have time to do all of that. But they about their business. But they also.
Well, I got to tell y'all this, right?
Capricorn's
gonna come across as old school, and I got to tell you, in a rapid moving world, if you get with a Capricorn, you're probably not gonna stay. If you want a high value man, because there's so many other signs where you can get your reward now and still have that down the road, right? Like, and that's not a knock on Capricorn, but what I'm trying to tell y'all is the reason I did this in order. And I know Mabricio is next, but what I'm trying to tell y'all is the Capricorn is at the least advantage when it comes to picking a high value man. No woman right now want to hear. No woman want to hear, let's build something that lasts. I want it today. Can you do it for me today? If you meet a woman who still want to have conversations about building something that lasts, bro, you better go ahead and snatch her up quick. Cause they rare. They rare. Who want to wait 20 years when you got another high value option that, okay, I might have a bumpy ride with him, but I'm getting all the stuff you're talking about right now. See what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole point. Let's build something together. Guys, these women don't want to build now. Y'all look at Steph Curry and Ayesha Curry. And this ain't got nothing to do with Capricorn. But that man that been in the NBA, ain't never got in trouble, then got max contracts, all that kind of stuff. And look at what she's complaining about. That's why guys are just like, okay, I don't want to empty the tank on this woman because is this what she gonna do to me? At least if we build something together, all right, cool. She ain't gonna say no crazy stuff like that. Ayesha Curry just made it to where men don't want to give women everything. Look at how she's talking about it. Jump in there, Mabricio. Let me know what you think about Capricorn.
Hey, I was gonna release some videos about that whole Steph Curry, Ayesha Curry situation, because that to me is crazy. A man that built up his legacy, brought the woman with him, and she said, "I don't even want children.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want children. I never thought myself to be a mom. I didn't want all of this, and they just sprung upon me."
Yeah. Yes. This is why the Capricorn is at a disadvantage. Ayesha Curry showed you that you go build this. You build it together. From what we all know, from what we can tell from the public side, ain't been no forms of things that have embarrassed her publicly or anything like that we know of. And look at what she's saying. Steph Curry's wife just made a bunch of men say, I ain't gonna do that for a woman because look at what she did to him. Jump in there, Rhonda. Let me know what you think about that.
On my end,
I can see you.
and showing something different, but no, I don't know. I've said my piece on Capricorn, man. You talking about with the Ayesha?
Yeah, with Ayesha
stuff.
Curry.
I'm like, I don't have anything else to add to that because I just think it's so. I think so much has been said. Sometimes, again, women need a man that they would shut up for. They would shut up. They need to find that person where they won't be running their mouth at inappropriate times.
I'm glad Rhonda said that because see, I'm gonna be doing. Y'all got to tune into my Jeff Sunday service message because I'm talking about Ayesha Curry and I'm talking about Michelle Obama. Like this is. Let me tell y'all this: a Capricorn right now. This is why guys are scared to build with a woman. Because if you build with them and they turn on you like this, that can be devastating. But that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Capricorn, don't rule them out. They want to build with you. It ain't gonna be a complete one. They want to build with you. Or if you have met them and there's a certain level, what they're building next, they want you to do it with them. And if you ain't ready for the journey, if you're destination minded, which I'll be honest with you, why get with a high value man and be journey minded? If you're gonna get with a high value man, be destination minded. That's just my opinion. But y'all know, man, y'all know, bro. Look, he been rocking with us the last 7-8 weeks on the podcast. We gotta end this thing with Aquarius, guys, because I gotta tell you, y'all know he told y'all in the beginning when I did this, I ain't even know it was gonna line up to where Aquarius would be last, right? And I didn't think about it. I thought it would have just given me. I was just going through. Aquarius men connect through ideas and independence. When they are emotionally healthy, you feel loved and free. They're gonna say things like, I love how you think differently, and let's make an impact together. Now, y'all go ahead and drop a comment if you love freedom and understanding, and they are your love languages. Mabricio, notice now, connecting through ideas and independence. And if y'all ever talk to Mabricio, everything is about free, being free, freedom. He's an Aquarius. I'm gonna let him jump in here and tell me what he thinks about this one. Then Rhonda, we coming to you.
So you must have known I was already an Aquarius by doing your research and knowing how I do. You must have already knew. So for me, I like how you said healthy Aquarius, because there is the unhealthy kind that could be a little bit overbearing and not free. But we do value freedom more than anything. That's why everyone kind of mentions that we're very detached. I have girls come up to me and say, "You're an Aquarius, I hate you because you're almost emotionless." But to me, it's just the beauty of life. You know, we're kind of just living free. You can do what you want to do. I can do what I want to do, and we can be free together. If you try to control me, I'm going to be free somewhere else. So with another woman, whatever it is, in another city, I'm always looking for that sense of freedom.
Yeah. Okay.
So for women, that could be a problem because some women don't want an Aquarius man because they want someone that they can kind of know has a little bit more structure. Me, I'm always looking for another solution to serve that feeling.
Yeah. Okay. Rhonda, jump in and let me know what you think.
Think about the Aquarius. I do know. I mean, they're very matter of fact too. Like, take it or leave it. Here we are. Like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But ain't nothing wrong with being free.
Yeah.
That's why you're an air sign. You got to be free.
Absolutely. And guys, look, let me tell you this. I know Pisces. Pisces, former Pisces out there. Look, we know we left y'all off yet. When I say left y'all off, if you're a Pisces man, we know y'all. It's more that emotional stuff. I feel you. Let's work through it. Kind of go back to the Libra part. We already know how that works. You know, their love heals what others broke. You captain save them. We get it, right? That's why I want to end with Pisces. I want to come to this Aquarius thing because, again, Mabricio is AI operator, guys. This thing lines up. Because why is he talking to you about AI? AI creates freedom. That's all it does. And a lot of people don't want to be free. A lot of people can't imagine setting up an AI proposition or AI workflow where you ain't got to do nothing. Because all you'd have been taught is to work. See, Mabricio, that's why I wanted to, like, again, and no disrespect to my Pisces on the panel, right? But ain't no need. We already went through it with Libra, right? So at the end of the day, it's just more emotional stuff. And guess what, guys? Most women think they want the high value man, then they start demanding emotion. And what I'm trying to tell you is, with a high value man, you got to choose. Do I want an emotional high value man, or do I want a substance high value man? Right? Do I want tangible or intangible? That's what we got to go with. Now, guys, we got to get ready to get out of here. TikTok, we coming over here to y'all for a little bit because I want to get into top 5 pickup lines. But here's the truth, guys. Every Zodiac sign has a high value version. When he's healed, focused, and emotionally aware. Remember that. That's the key. It's not about what his sign is. It's about what his energy is. Does he calm your nerves or does he confuse it? If you're steady and loyal, your peace is your power. Don't chase chaos, chase calmness, right? Y'all need to comment peace is power if you learn that calm energy beats excitement every time. Next time you meet someone, don't just ask what's your sign. Ask them, how do you make me feel? Because a real high value man protects your peace, not your patience. He doesn't talk about love, he shows it. He doesn't test you, he teaches you peace. And when you find that kind of man, you'll know now. If this thing spoke to you, hit that like button right now. It helps more women find this message. Share this with your best friend who deserves a man who brings her calm energy. And if you're new here, guys, go ahead and subscribe. We talk about love, energy, and emotional awareness every single week. Remember, guys, my book Ashes Between Us is live on the Amazon Kindle. It's a journey throughout the cigar lounge, man. I gotta tell y'all, I gotta thank my panel. Remember, guys, this isn't peace. Remember this, guys. This is a sacred thing that we're doing. And the right man will not mess up your peace. They'll protect it. Ron, hold on, I gotta go to Mabricio. Let them know where they can find you on the socials, brother.
You can find me at Mabricio. We can further have this conversation. I can tell you a little bit more about my Zodiacs. We could do the whole report, the whole analysis, and I can tell you how to use AI to do that as well.
Absolutely.
Find me at Mabricio, and then at the AI operators on all platforms.
Oh my God, we just lost Rhonda. We just lost Rhonda. It's all good. We're about to get out of here. Y'all get down in the description. Look below, man. Support, get the merch, support the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. TikTok, we coming over here to y'all right now. And until next time, guys, we gonna holler.
Pop it, smoke it, drink it down. With your voice, it got you around. Feel the vibe, we're set to roll. Press play, let's lose control. Sip a drink and smoke will swirl. Join the convo around the world. Relationships we dissect slow. Current events, we let them flow.